Good evening, everybody. This is Ben, and I am very excited to say that this is Until Dawn. I have literally been giddy all afternoon.
He has.
This may, in fact, be one of the games I'm most excited to play this year. I was always a huge fan of Heavy Rain, and just kind of similar cinematically focused games like that. And on top of that, the fact that this is horror-based is even more exciting. And I played it at E3 and really enjoyed what I tried out there. So I'm really excited to dive in. And I wanted to share my playthrough with all of you because every playthrough is going to be unique because any of the 8 characters can actually die or live based on the decisions you make in this game. So I kind of wanted to present this as my unique story, my version of Until Dawn. So I'm joined right now by Brian.
Hello.
And very likely Kim later on. So let's dive right into Until Dawn because I think I've waited long enough.
And I think we should focus on one of the things that you selected was that apparently the camera, if you activate it, can capture certain moments, probably jump scares and the like.
Yep.
And you can watch it later.
Yeah, that's super exciting. I can't wait to check those out. I'll check back in on camera captures now and then during the playthrough so we can kind of see what those ended up looking like. I'm sure there are some fun jump scares awaiting us in the near future. So let's dive right on in. I've got the lights turned out. It's still a little light outside, but it'll get dark. It'll get dark. And let's get started. New story.
You don't want it too dark, for the sake of the camera scares. You want to make sure that the
butterfly effect. A tiny butterfly flapping its wings today may lead to a devastating hurricane weeks from now. Yes.
Tiny butterfly, devastating hurricane.
Ooh, that's a veiny butterfly. So I'm supposing that each of those veins is one of the branches of this possible story.
Quite possibly.
Your actions will shape how the story unfolds. While it's explaining this, one quick shout out to Virtue's Last Reward, which came out on the 3DS and the Vita, which is very much like that. Your story is one of many possibilities. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait. I really can't. Choose your actions carefully.
What the trophies for this look like?
I have no idea. I'm just gonna go straight through it.
Yeah, and once you're otherwise done, if you decide it's worth trying to complete, you can go back and do whatever that takes.
My other what I'm gonna do on my second playthrough is I'm actually gonna go back in and see how quickly I can have everyone dead. I thought
that's just mean.
I thought that would be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're in a cabin.
Pretty big cabin.
Yeah, it is. Another thing about this game, the frame rate's kind of iffy, but it looks good.
On it. I'm just looking out for my girl Em. Just because God Fred doesn't mean he belongs to everyone. Mike is my man. I'm not anybody's man. Whatever you say, darling.
Okay. So we're just diving right in, it kind of seems.
Yep. Looks like already somebody there ready to kill them, standing outside.
Yep. Seems like that's they're being mean. They're gonna. So is it? Oh, they're gonna scare Hannah.
And she's going to light the house on fire, and everybody's gonna die.
That's your ending. Hey, Hannah. What's going on with this dude?
Looks like it's like a flamethrower.
Did you see that? Dad said it'd just be us this weekend. Josh.
Hello.
Yep. Maybe about to control her.
Oh, Or I can control her right now.
Alright.
Alright, walking around. Look at me. Is he asleep or is he dead? I don't
The
think.
guy's still outside.
Okay, alright. I
So
can do
he's
something
probably
here.
not dead yet.
Okay, I can hold 2 to pick
He's
up.
not dead yet.
And I can look at it. Hannah, you look so damn hot in that shirt. But I bet you're even better hotter out of it.
Ooh.
Come to the guest room at 2 a.m.
So-
Smiley face?
Is that
Mike
a-
XXX.
So
Oh
is
my god. What did our naive sister get herself into now? Ugh. Intervention time.
Okay. And I can't. Okay, he's snoring. He's had some stuff to drink.
Okay.
You see.
So you can take a knife and stab him.
But Beth isn't the killer. Look at her. She's
Yet.
She's fine. She's okay. Use the right stick to look around. Oh, what can I do here? It's a bottle. What's the vintage here? Jeremiah Craig. 1784?
Well,
Is that-
probably not since 1784. I think that's
Okay.
how long the...
Since 1784. I was about to say, man, these kids are rich.
Well, they clearly are. I mean, the size of this cabin.
Brother, you've outdone us all.
Okay, so that's her brother.
Well, is he actually her brother, or,
Or is he just
you know?
brother?
Yeah.
Is that... What's his face from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Start with a little, you know.
Kind of looks like it.
now, and see where it goes from there.
I think it is. That's interesting.
She's taking your shirt. What? Oh my god. Matt,
Aw, that was
what are you
mean.
doing here?
Wow, that's really...
Hannah.
I'm sorry, Hannah. It's all good.
What? Just a stupid prank.
Kids are horrible people.
Right?
Jerks. You know that? Hannah.
You tell him, Hayden.
Don't worry, they'll all be dead.
Okay.
Oh.
I'll use the right stick to choose.
Wake Josh or find others.
I want to wake Josh. I don't want to go out by myself.
Yeah.
Josh.
Well,
Okay.
Well, so much for that.
There's someone
Okay.
outside.
But maybe now it's too late.
Maybe.
Hannah. What's going on? Where's my sister going? It's fine. She
That was,
just can't take a
that
joke.
was horrible.
It was just
delivery.
a prank, Han.
Where is my sister going?
Just messing around, Beth. It wasn't serious.
You jerks. Hannah. Hannah.
So, should we go after her?
You know, I kind of think you're the last person she wants to see right now, Mike.
Yeah, Mike, you jerk.
Huh?
Oh, shit.
Alright. Alright, I did it!
Hooray! You passed a very basic QuickTime event.
Yay!
So if you fail, what?
Let's do safe. How about safe?
Yeah. Just gonna jump off and get impaled on a branch.
Right?
Like in, what is it? Dale and Tucker versus Evil?
Yeah, Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a
Oh,
great
man.
movie. Oh. Oh. Okay. Let's follow the footprints.
Yeah. You know somebody's over there. The noise could be just like, you know,
Could be a
rabbit.
bird.
Yeah.
Whoa. Some scary deer. Hi, buddies. How you doing?
It's generally probably not a good idea to run towards several adult male deer.
Yeah.
One of them is going to gore you.
Ooh. Where are you going, Beth?
Yeah, I thought they'd be primarily inside the
Okay,
house.
use the touchpad as... Okay. Nice. I used the touchpad to slide to unlock. That's great. And now I'm walking around with my cell phone flashlight.
That's the most clever use of touchpad I've seen in a little while.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that.
It really has not gotten a whole lot of use.
No.
At least not a whole lot of worthwhile use. I mean,
It's-
mostly it's just a button.
Yeah, it's kind of added a few extra buttons.
Yeah.
Because you can press on different sides of it.
Yeah, but even that is rarely used. So It's usually just like a button.
Okay, walk faster with L1. Is that really walking? Am I walking faster?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, come on, realistic. Normally, you probably wouldn't be walking all that fast. Oh, here's something.
There's something down there.
Well, that looks ominous.
A little bit. That's what do we got? Whoa.
Oh. A death
Death
totem?
totem.
What the hell is...
Okay. What's going on
Tells
here?
a possible future event. How you play will determine whether or not these prophecies come true.
As you unlock totems, the events of the past will become clear. Interesting. Okay. That's neat. So
I wonder if it'll allow you to like go back to specific events and make different choices.
That'd be nice. They need to have something like that. Although I know they made sure to say that autosave is a big thing. Like,
yeah,
you can't just easily pause.
But I mean, maybe after you've completed it, you can do something.
What in the world was
Okay,
that?
there is no way that's a normal thing. I mean, that guy looked like he had a tank of something on his back, so...
Oh, there's Hannah. Hi, Hannah. Can we go back to the cabin now?
Oh my god, you must be freezing. Here, take my coat. I'm such an idiot.
Oh, no, it's okay. It's not your fault.
Okay, apparently the Predator is after them.
I would make the noise, but I can't make the noise.
I forget what the Predator noise is.
It's like a clicking sound. Oh, don't fall. That's such a trope. I suspect there will be a lot of that. No, your phone!
I wish I'd got the protection plan!
Ooh. Okay, so I saw a vision of the future where I fell and hit my head. Oh gosh.
Damn it, Hannah.
Oh jeez. It's a dragon.
She's going to break the friendship bracelet and fall to her death.
Oh no. You know what?
Let go. You don't want to go with that guy.
Feel like we're gonna. Yep. Ow. They seem pretty dead.
Yeah.
None of those options seem very good.
Yeah.
The Analyst. Dr. A.J. Hill. Huh.
And now for something completely different.
There are a few things
Oh.
I need to make sure you understand. You see, no one can change what happened last year. The past is beyond our control. You have to
Is that the announcer from the Hunger Games?
forward.
Uh,
But there is freedom, is revelation.
I don't know.
Everything you do, every decision you make from now on will open doors to the future. I want you to remember this. I want you to remember this as you play your game. Every single choice will affect your fate and the fate of those who have.
face capture is pretty good on this game.
Yeah. And less unnerving than L.A. Noire.
Yeah.
So, you have committed to commands with this game.
Okay. You're kind of making me
And I want
uncomfortable.
your help.
I need an adult.
Sometimes these things can be a little scary, even terrifying, but I'm here to ensure that no matter how upsetting things may get, you will always find a way to work through.
Okay.
All right. We will start with a simple exercise.
Okay.
Could you please pick up a card?
It honestly didn't look like that far
I
of a
want you to
drop
look at the picture
to
on the
me.
side and tell me what you feel about it. It is essential to answer honestly in order to get the most out of this experience.
Is it going to be, like, dead people?
No. I know I know what's about to happen.
No.
kind of reminds me a little of Silent Hill Shattered Memories.
How did that picture make you feel? Remember, be honest.
I think, well, it doesn't make me happy. I would say it makes me feel more uneasy than happy.
Honesty is
Okay.
good.
Honesty is good. And
Is that it makes you feel uneasy?
You make me feel uneasy. I'm not sure, to be honest. The scarecrow doesn't really bother
You
me.
can't see them, why does it make you feel uneasy?
you do. You are incredibly creepy.
Is there something in the house?
Maybe. No, I don't think it's in the house. I think it's in the cornfield.
Yeah.
So,
Children in the corn.
if it's not in the house, then where do you think it is?
Stop smiling. Yeah, it's in the field.
Okay. Ah.
And is this threat human, or is there some other fear that you have that you would like to talk to me about?
I don't think it's human.
An inhuman threat. That's fascinating. Ah, well, perhaps we can explore your fears a bit further in our next session. I'm
Oh,
afraid
we're gonna come back to him.
we've run out of time.
Probably. Now I need to look up, see if this is the
I think
Seneca Crane. No, not Seneca Crane. He was a game maker.
I think I need an adult.
I am
And
an
not
adult.
you.
I am an adult.
I know you're an adult. I don't need you.
To quote DBZ Bridge, that is a recurring meme.
I want a different adult. Okay. Interesting so far.
Yeah.
Um,
Probably anytime somebody dies.
so it seemed kind of like Hannah was kind of a lost cause, but I wonder if you could have saved. Gosh, who?
Well, of course, there may have been another way to get to her. Like if you went the fast way, you might have gotten
True.
to her.
Or maybe if
Sooner.
if I'd gone another way, I wouldn't have gotten to her.
Yeah. It says every time you do something.
Yeah. That's what's so fascinating about this game to me. It really feels like it might be one of the first games to really deliver on the promise of a different experience.
Yeah.
They actually said,
And no, that's
That-
not Stanley Tucci, by the way.
"Oh yeah, no, it's definitely not Stanley
It
Tucci."
kind of looked like it.
I guess I could see that.
Well, I mean, it looked like Stanley Tucci as,
As that guy.
yeah.
What's the name of the guy who's in Agents of Shields?
Let me find out. You do mean the guy who plays Agent Ward, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let me look
because
that up.
I'm pretty sure that's him.
Yeah, that definitely looks like him.
It's if not, it is his identical
Today
twin.
is the one-year anniversary of the dreadful tragedy
Brett
that took place
Dalton.
on Mount Washington. Andy Klein was in charge of the investigation.
Thanks for having me, Marty.
There's an update on Hannah and Beth Washington, the twins who are
And yes,
1 year ago tonight, the Washington girls left the safety of their parents' lodge and headed out into a snowstorm.
foul play.
Not officially, no. There is one individual we're considering as a person of interest, but his whereabouts are currently unknown. He has an interesting history with the Washington family.
Really?
He had warned them against pursuing their construction project and claimed the land was sacred to his forefathers.
You know, there is still the old sanatorium on the mountain. Could he be hiding there?
My officers did search the grounds, but the girls themselves couldn't have made it that far.
Something about that mountain seems to breed tragic events.
More than you know, Marty.
Well, thank you for joining us, Andy. With all the Washingtons tonight.
And you're really going back there after all that.
The mysterious disappearance of Hannah and Beth Washington.
Well, hello,
we
friends
never
and
found him,
fans.
apparently.
All right, let's do that again.
Ah,
All right. Well, hello, friends and fans. It's beyond awesome to have you guys all back this year. First off, I gotta say, I'm super excited to welcome all my pals back to the annual Blackwood Winter Getaway. So, let me just let you know, let's take a moment to address the elephant in the room for a second. I know you're all probably worried about me, and I know it's gonna be tough on all of
So that's her brother,
I just want you all to know.
I think.
Is it? Or did she, just say, brother, like, hey, dude?
It means so much to me that we're doing this. And
I wonder if those
I know
choices
it would
didn't
mean
really matter.
so much to
Like,
Hannah
the,
and Beth that
my
we're-
guess is
we're
they
all still
both
here
would have
together.
died, just maybe in different ways.
Yeah.
Maybe they would have discovered one of them.
Maybe.
With each and every one of you, and just share some moments that we'll never forget. For the sake of my sisters.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's needed for setting this up.
Okay, so
So yeah, I'm pretty sure he is actually their brother.
let's party like we're fucking porn stars, okay? Make this one.
No, wait.
trip
Party
we'll never
like
forget,
they
all
are
right?
porn stars and using fucking to emphasize, or party like they are currently having sex with porn stars?
I'm gonna go with the former.
Probably. But I'm just saying, I like to parse sentences.
Sure. I also went there in my mind. It's definitely got a nice kind of horror-esque intro where there's a lot of kind of random seeming imagery
Yeah.
right now, but maybe some of it will be less random as we progress through the game. Very interesting.
Oh, death indeed.
Indeed, indeed. Blackwood Pines. We have arrived.
Now,
Memento Mori.
Now, if I was making this game, particularly making the trophies for this game, I would make something where, like, the first time you run into the killer, there's some way to just sort of, like, turn around, like, right now, turn around, say, what the hell's wrong with you? Kick him in the nuts, and cops come and arrest him.
So basically the Far Cry 3 ending. Or Far Cry 4 ending.
Yes.
Sam, Hannah's best friend. Considerate, adventurous, diligent. Hayden.
Which, I loved that thing for Far Cry 4.
Yeah, no, that was really cool.
Come on, let's go shoot some fucking guns.
Alright. So let's see if we can turn around. Go back this way. Let's see what happens. Okay, there's a gate.
Well, yeah.
There's a gate. Worth a shot.
Yes.
Worth a shot. I would have felt kind of bad if that had just, like, led to Hayden Panettiere's character dying immediately.
It's like, well...
It's like, well, I guess Hayden Panettiere's not going to be in this game now.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can kind of look...
But Claire can regenerate, so it's okay.
Oh, right, sure.
Oh, right, not all of Hayden Panettiere's characters are Claire.
Okay.
What?
The gate's busted. Climb over.
There's no way
Chris.
that can go badly.
What's on the back of that?
Oh, I'm sure that's important. Whatever it's printed on.
Okay. This could go badly.
Electrocate! Ah!
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. You really want me to climb over? I don't... Okay. Alright.
Is there anything off to the right?
Well, let's find out.
Just
Just for funsies. I can do my fast walk.
yes.
No.
No. That is really your only option.
Alright. Let's go with safe. How about safe?
See, that's gonna be. Oh, quickly.
I got it.
Hey,
Oh, no!
that's gonna be one of those things where if you keep choosing safe, at some point you're going to think it's safe, but what's not safe is the fact that it's not quick enough.
Yeah. Let's climb. Gotcha.
Grab on your foot.
Okay. Oh, creepy breathing, dude.
Darth Vader.
Okay. Cool. So we made it over the fence. at about 25 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and call it here for right now. And we'll be back shortly for the second part of Until Dawn.